times when you go to Goodwill, you'll luck out and you'll find a GameCube controller. Other times when you go to Goodwill, you'll luck out and you'll find an Xbox 360 ChillStream controller from Logitech. Yeah, I sure did luck out when I got this bad boy. I didn't think that it would work, but it works perfectly, and this is probably one of my more amazing finds. So let's talk about the controller before we go ahead and test and display it. This controller has the options for L, R, RB, LB, things like that. It has the typical layout of Y, B, A, X. Start, back, middle Logitech button is actually the Xbox home button. It has the D-pad that works, and it's really, really flimsy. This is probably one of the worst D-pads I've ever seen in my life. It's very, very flimsy. I mean, maybe people like it. I just feel like I'm going to rip it off, and it feels very cheap and just placed on there as an afterthought. The two thumbsticks are very, very well done in contrast, and that's the important part, right? Yeah. So the thumbsticks are nice. They click in with a very satisfyingly loud click, and they move around very well. They feel good on top. They're very rubberized, and it doesn't feel like my fingers are going to fall off, although I would have preferred concaved thumbsticks because I do not like rubberized tops, but this works for what it is. In my hands, this is probably one of the most comfortable controllers I've felt in a long time. Comparatively, it feels more comfortable than an Xbox 360 controller. So thumbs up on that. On the back side, you can see a giant mesh cover for what is assumably the fan, and you can see a couple openings to allow ventilation for this. So why is this controller called the ChillStream? And why didn't I mention this button? Well, this button controls off, low, and high, and allows you to turn your ChillStream on or off. Yes, believe it or not, this controller also works on the PC. On the bottom though, there's something blocking the port to allow you to put your headphone jack in, so I'm not entirely sure if this even does support headphone jacks or not, due to the fact that it probably takes up a little extra power. The other unfortunate part is that it is a wired connection, which is a problem for those who like wireless connections. It is USB powered, which means that it does work on your computer, as I mentioned before. And I was in shock and awe when it actually did come up and work on my computer. So let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in, and I'll show you what it's all about. Okay, so now that it's plugged in, you can see it right here. Works just fine. The light lights up just as if it is a controller. I already have a controller plugged in, so the number 2 light is lit up. But let's go ahead and turn it on. And there we go. You can hear it working. You can see the light on in there, maybe. And there you go. You can hear it. And it feels nice. It's a little loud. But then again, that's what you get with an extremely small fan like that size. So I'm not surprised with it being loud. I'm actually shocked that it's not louder. But this is on low, so let's turn it on high. There we go. Now we're cooking. That sounds like your Xbox trying to cool itself. Not bad. If you're someone who has over-the-ear silencing headphones that don't allow for exterior noise to come through, this would be a very good choice and viable option. If you don't like the ChillStream, man, you don't have to turn it on, you know. You can keep it off and just use the controller, because the controller feels so good, man. It feels nice. It doesn't feel like I'm going to break it, and it contours to my hands very, very well. I'm very excited to have found this for a whopping $3 at my local Goodwill. Once again, the ChillStream works very well, emitting air from here, mainly on the back here, and through the little pieces as well, down here, off the sides and off this side. Nothing comes out on the top except for up here on this little mesh piece, as you can see, and overall it does cool the hands very well. There are times where I'll be playing a game and my hands will get inevitably sweaty, in the summers especially when it gets extremely hot, and it doesn't take long for that to occur. On the backside, the mesh doesn't bother me at all, and being able to hold the controller comfortably, it's surprising with how big this back piece takes up. My fingers rest in between here and here, so it's not bad at all. Not a bad design controller. I give them A+ on this. It's a great controller design. If you guys are looking to pick one up, I'm sure eBay has them or other comparable websites. So what do you think about the controller review, guys? Did you want to pick one of these up? Are you interested in it now, or have you even seen this thing's existence? These things were popular back in 2008, 2009-ish, and they kind of fell off the map because of the noise and the fact that people just weren't buying them for the simple fact that they didn't care that much to buy them. But other than that, leave your comments in the section below. And I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. Thanks for watching.
And now, the important decision of joining the Maverick Rebellion. We are a tight group of individuals who rebel against stereotypes and greater evils that are commonly accepted. ISPs, children being conned out of games, sexism in video games. Enough is enough, and the Mavericks have had it. If you choose to subscribe, or stay subscribed, you are joining the fight against injustice by watching my numerous video topics. From net neutrality to publishers covering up botched releases, the Mavericks are always informed on the issues plaguing your gaming experience today. So don't be left out in the cold, and don't let those people keep you down. Join the Maverick Rebellion today and become a member of the community that will listen and engage with you. What are you waiting for? Just click subscribe and you'll be in good company. Mavericks unite!